Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I have missed you guys so much. I haven't recorded in what feels like forever, honestly, because I've been on my vacation and I'm back. I have actually returned on Sunday and today is Thursday. I know, I actually wanted to film this video a lot sooner. However, I don't know what's been going on with me. I don't know if it's like the post-vacation depression or whatnot, but I have just been extremely tired. Like I have been basically napping every single day, like a couple of times. And I don't know, I just basically had no energy to do anything. I didn't even take care of like my plants really. I did some light watering yesterday. And yeah, safe to say, the plants are struggling a little bit, and I am feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit burnt out, and I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things. But today I do feel a tiny little bit more energetic, and I feel like I actually have the energy to film this video. So anyway, this will probably be a very chatty, very chill kind of video. I just need something that I can just record where I can chat, show you some plans, and quickly edit it and get it out there for you guys because yeah, that's just gonna be the vibe. So I hope you will enjoy it. In today's video, I didn't even say what we're gonna be doing, but I want to take you through a couple of plants in my collection and show you how they've been doing while I've been gone. I left my plants for 9 days in total, but I really haven't touched them for close to 2 weeks now. So yeah, there's a bit of drama going on, but there are also some happy updates. So we'll basically talk a little bit about both in this video. Now, I will also say that while I was gone, my mom did kind of take care of the collection a little bit, but I told her not to water like any of the plants. I just told her to check up upon things and water the moss poles, because moss poles are the worst when you are traveling. Anyway, that whole big intro out of the way, I do hope you will still enjoy this video. Grab yourself a cozy little beverage, a little snack, and without further ado, let's get started. First up, I want to show you a plant that has literally exploded in growth, which is my Hoya lacanosa white pearl. And oh my god, this thing is such a beast. I received this as a 1 or 2 leaf cutting sometime in the fall, and it has already turned into a proper bushy plant. It did all of this on its own. Like, I didn't propagate it or like plant any cuttings back into this pod. It branched out on its own, which is such an amazing feature that Hoyas have. They will just start branching on their own without you really needing to do anything. And I freaking love this plant, which is amazing because when I first got it, I wasn't really feeling it. I was like kind of like meh, but now that it is growing, I absolutely love it. And like the foliage is so stinking cute. It's like this grayish kind of color, this kind of minty color, very pretty. And yeah, it's grown like a beast. It basically shot out, I believe, like these 2 vines while I was gone, which is insanity. I love this plant. Another little leaf update. My Burley Mox's Flame pushed out this gorgeous new leaf. It is beautiful. No fenestrations as of yet, but that is fine. That is a-okay. I'm gonna be patient because I feel like this plant is definitely gonna be worth it. I have been watching a lot of Kevin's videos, Hakuna La Planta, and his Burley Mox's Flames are just, oh my god, amazing. Like, I don't think mine will ever look the way that his does, because he puts a lot of care, a lot of effort into his plants. I don't feel like doing all that, but I still just, I want to see those lobster claws. I want to have a nice fenestrated version of this plant, but honestly, I feel like we are on the right track. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this plant. This is my Philodendron Soderoy, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but the latest leaf did get kind of like damaged and dinked, and I don't know. Oh my god, I'm dripping water all over the place because this is in semi-hydro. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this plant because it is at the top of its moss pole, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but the leaves on the lower section of the plant are a lot bigger than the ones at the top, and I find that this philodendron really likes to revert in size, and this happened to me before where I had like really big leaves and then it just kept getting smaller and smaller leaves, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense because it is on a moss pole. However, I suppose that this thing needs a lot more light than I am giving it, but I don't know where, I don't know how to give it more light or where to put it in order for it to receive more light. So I think the logical step will be to chop it, unfortunately, because it is a beautiful plant, but I don't know, and especially with the newest leaf, I don't even know what happened there, honestly, and I don't know why it got so like damaged and ripped. That usually doesn't happen with this plant. So it's a bit of a medical mystery, but I mean, she is gorgeous, but I don't know. I'll probably have to chop her, honestly. Okay, I have a couple little Hoya updates, and actually these are my newest Hoyas. This is my Hoya subquintuple nervous new moon, and look at that. That is a brand new leaf that is pushed out while I was away, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Oh, you can see it there. It's already working on another brand new leaf, which is amazing. I've literally received this plant not even a month ago, and it is already growing and already like just looking so cute. I'm so excited about this plant, and actually a lot of the other Hoyas that I got in that order are also growing. Like for example, my Hoya insularis is pushing out two little cutie new leaves. Such a stunning plant. Now these plants are planted in such like a small little vessels. So while I was away, I've actually kept these small vessels in like a cloche just in order to contain the humidity, because these things, especially in tree fern fiber, dry out like crazy. And also, fun fact, literally the day that I went for my vacation, we've had a heat wave over here. So the temperatures have been like over 35 degrees. That is not good when I'm not at home and able to take care of my plants. And I find that this plant hobby it's not a hobby that you can just like put down, you know? It's not a hobby like, for example, like art or reading, where I can take like a break. For example, I often take breaks from like reading or drawing, and like I maybe have a little bit of a setback when it comes to like my skill level, but like generally you can put those hobbies aside for like a pretty long amount of time. However, with plants you can't really do that, and I find that when I have a routine with my plants, right? And if I stick to that routine, I am pretty, like, I can stay on top of my plants. Everything seems manageable. But if I slip even once, it just becomes so overwhelming. And right now, I'm just feeling really overwhelmed by my plant collection. So I need to take back control and get back into the swing of things, but also I'm just trying to remind myself that this hobby isn't supposed to stress me out or burn me out. And honestly, like if I need to neglect my plants for a little bit more in order to kind of like, you know, get back on top of my life, that is fine. Like the plants will be here, I can recover them, and for the most part, like they're doing fine. I'm just overthinking things as per usual. Okay, I have to show you guys these two Hoyas because they are stunning. First of all, we have my Hoya Wilbur Graves Silver, who is finally growing, and oh my god, I freaking love this plant so much, and I can tell that she has another new vine coming in, which is so exciting. And then the Hoya that is honestly quickly becoming one of my favorite Hoyas and one of my favorite plants in my collection is the Hoya Silver Dollar. Like, look at that. Oh my god, this silver color is everything. It is literally everything a girl can dream of. I freaking love it. It is so pastel-y. It is so beautiful. It is, oh, it's such a good grower. It's a fast grower. I grew this from a couple of cuttings, and just the fact that it is already at this size is honestly blowing my mind. And I love my Hoyas. I'm considering becoming like a primarily Hoya grower because I just freaking love them. They bring me so much joy. They are so easy care, and I freaking love them. So yeah, maybe one day this channel will turn into a Hoya channel. Wouldn't that be fun? Now this is a super exciting update. This plant is huge. This is my Inferium Magnificum Luxurians, or Luxurians Magnificum, I don't know. But it pushed out a new leaf while I was gone, and it is beautiful. I freaking love this plant. Like that crocodile texture, are you kidding me? It is gorgeous, and it is massive, as you can see. Obviously these things can get a lot more bigger, but even this size for me is getting a little bit unmanageable. But honestly, this is like one of my favorite plants ever. And I saw that what's it called? I saw the little leaf coming out, emerging. I saw the emergent leaf like before I left for my vacation. So I was really excited to see how it would size up, because honestly, just like I'm still like shook by the way that Inferiums grow and how they just like come out as this tiny little plant and they turn into this monstrosity. I absolutely love this plant, and like the fact that this leaf is absolutely flawless. Now obviously I find that this Inferium hybrid is extremely resilient, but I also figured out that when it comes to Inferiums, especially when they are pushing out a new leaf, I do not miss watering, okay? When Inferiums are pushing out new leaves, I try to stay on top of watering, and I also try to stay on top of fertilizing. And I find that when I do those things, I actually do get these pretty beautiful leaves that don't have any damage. And I'm just in awe of this plant. But if it gets any larger, I don't know where I'm gonna put it, because right now it lives over there in front of my window. But yeah, she is massive. I'm trying to look at what else is new. I guess I can show you this girly. This is my Philodendron Gloriosum, and she is looking so stunning. Oh my god, there is a spider. There is a spider. There is a spider. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go take care of the spider. Be right back. Whew. Okay, that was scary. And now I'm scared of holding this plant, so I'm just gonna show it to you. This is my Philodendron Glorious. This is the newest leaf. It did get a little bit damaged at the tip, but that is completely my own fault. But yeah, she's beautiful. But also, she is at the end of her, like, what's this called? Like rectangular planter, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing once it outgrows that planter. I honestly might just let it go wild. Let it like, I don't know, sliver along the floor. I don't know. Also, that spider situation, oh, it scared me. It scared me. Something about me that y'all need to know is that I am deadly afraid of spiders. Actually, most bugs. Like, I freaking hate bugs. And actually, while I was at sea, the apartment that we usually stay in, every single year, there are those things. I don't know what they're called, but they're like centipedes. Like, they have like a million little legs. They're not centipedes. They're like the not dangerous variety, but they have a shit ton of legs. They're so fast. They're like long. They're creepy. They crawl like along the walls and stuff. And I can't with those things. Those things terrify me. And I scream every time I see one. And I'm just like, oh no, burn down the whole building. So I hate those. I hate spiders. No. Like, I think spiders are cool and I love what they do, but stay out of my house, please. Please, for the love of God, please, just don't touch me, okay? Another philodendron that is doing fairly well in my collection is the Philodendron Majestic. Now, it does have a bit of damage over here, and again, that is my own fault because I treated it with a pest solution, and sometimes when I spray these like emerging leaves with that pest solution, sometimes it burns the leaves, but it does have a new leaf incoming, and it is again at the top of its moss pole, so I will need to extend it, but it is slowly sizing up, and I do really love this plant. So honestly, I have been thinking of maybe like even getting rid of my Soderoy and just growing this one, or maybe like combining them, because this is a Soderoy hybrid. This is a Soderoy and Verrucosum hybrid, and like I feel like if I have a hybrid of the plant, I don't necessarily need to have the mother, or yeah, the mother, but I don't know, the parent, not the mother. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But for now, she's cute, she is growing, she's sizing up, and I'm excited to see how she will do. And I love when the new leaves on this thing come out, because they're this like really cool kind of almost reddish color, like really a beautiful plant. Now, an update that is kind of good, but also kind of bad. Honestly, this plant can never catch a break for me. This is my This is my Anthurium Wendelingeri, and I've had this thing for ages now, and this is one of those plants that is constantly testing my patience, and honestly, I am thinking of getting rid of this plant because I had to hack it up quite a while ago because it has thrips, and it's starting to finally grow now, and unfortunately the leaf did get stuck and the tip broke off. Wop wop wop. So I don't know, I'm just gonna leave it be. But yeah, it's not a plant that's bringing me joy. It just kind of looks wonky, it kind of looks weird. It loves to grow in like all kinds of ways. Like, I don't know why this Anthurium really just like grows everywhere it can, and it's just kind of annoying because it doesn't grow like nicely compact, you know, on one side. It just like, it loves to like spread a lot, and I don't have a lot of room for this kind of plant. And yeah, it's just bringing me a lot of stress. But I find that the Wendy is such a beautiful Anthurium. Like, I mean, I love pendant Anthuriums, but honestly, I do have now the Pallidiflorum. So like, do I need two pendant Anthuriums? I'm not certain. However, my Pallidiflorum is still rather small, so I don't know if that one will do well either. But I've heard that the Pallidiflorum is a pretty easy care plant, so hopefully it will give me less headache than the Wendelingeri, because honestly the Wendy is just, no, it's stressing me out. So I might get rid of her eventually, but I'll give her a try. But a plant that is constantly glowing up is my philodendron. I swear to God, today, no, my brain is just mush and it can't form a sentence. So I'm sorry. This is my Alocasia scalprum, and look at that newest leaf. It is so sinister. It is so evil. I love this Alocasia. This is probably one of my favorite Alocasias. Like, I just love the dark leaves, the foliage, the texture of it. It is so glossy, it's so shiny, like the shape of it. It's just so sinister, and I freaking love it. But I've struggled with this plant for such a long time. Seriously, for like at least a year we were on the struggle bus, but she is growing now, finally, happy as a clam in semi-hydro. And yeah, she has so many roots. Like, that is gorgeous. And she's growing and honestly climbing up to be one of my favorite Alocasias in my collection. And I just hope that she continues this way. However, I am facing the problem that my plants are quickly outgrowing all of their spaces. Like, I will need to make I talked about this before, I need to make some sort of new planty arrangement, but I just don't know where, I just don't know how. So yeah, but for now, she lives on my Vitio shelf and I absolutely love her. I don't really talk about this plant at all on my channel, and it is a plant that I definitely neglect, but it is such a cool plant. This is my American picture, my American pitcher plant. I'm sorry, I don't know the actual Latin name. I will have it on the screen. And this thing is so freaking cool. This is a carnivorous plant. It is the only carnivorous plant in my collection, and I do want to add more carnivorous plants into my collection because I think they are so freaking cute, so freaking cool. I actually want to add pinks to my collection, but I just haven't. So yeah, this one is very, very low maintenance, and it actually lived outside. Oops, I pulled out the whole plant. But hey, we can look at some roots. Those are some cute little roots. I just wanted to pull out the nursery pot because I can see that she doesn't have any more water. I keep this thing in a constant reserve of water. So I always keep this like pretty much all the way filled up with water because these are bog plants. So they do love a lot of moisture, and also I just use tap water. I don't use fertilizer on this thing. I don't use reverse osmosis water or distilled water, just plain old tap water. Now, I will say the tap water in my town is actually pretty good. And yeah, this plant doesn't seem to complain, but she has grown all of these outside during the summer. She did have a lot more of these little, what would you call them? Tubers. But I did chop those off. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but they were just looking kind of ugly. But yeah, she's a really, really cute plant. And I don't know why I don't talk about her more, but here you are. Let's end it with another little fave in my collection, which is the Anthurium clarinervium. Y'all know, if you've been on my channel, that I love this girly, and you may have noticed that she no longer lives on the Vitio shelf. I had to move her because she is just getting so big, and she outgrew that space, and all of her leaves were just like facing like completely opposite ways because like some of them were trying to get to the grow light, some of them were like too close to the grow light. It was a lot, so I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I moved it into that corner over there in front of a Mother Plain Spectrum grow light. And I don't know, so far so good, I suppose. Y'all know my thoughts about that grow light. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it is working on a brand new leaf over here, which is looking so stinking cute. But it has a petiole that's literally a mile long. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but this is such a long petiole, and I don't know if it's because just like because of the maturity of the plant, or is it because of the light? I don't know, but it is cute. And I am always happy when this thing gives me a new leaf. So I'm not gonna complain about it, and I'm just gonna see how it's gonna do in front of that Mother grow light. But I am planning on maybe giving it a different grow light. I have been thinking of buying a couple more Grow Gang Pianta grow lights because I really like those grow lights. And I feel like this plant, this girly over here, would love that grow light very much. But as of right now, she gets the Mother light, and we'll see. Time will tell. I think that's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to do a quick short little updates video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section below if there are any exciting updates happening in your collection. I hope you have a super amazing, fabulous day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!